Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon TV. We are here at Artist Session. We're at the Takara Belmont showroom in New York City, and I'm here with my favorite bombshell, Jen Dozier Horter. Say hello to everybody.
Hi guys, how are you?
You're doing something very special. You're getting maximum texture. You're going different from stuff you've done in the past. So tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, so typically when I come to Artist Session, I find myself working towards this bombshell image, which is like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and I end up this pin-up. So today I decided I'm going to kind of do a little cross-culture thing and try to manipulate a European model into maybe not blurring those lines a little bit and trying to maybe like bridge a gap between the afro is for everybody. So that's kind of where I'm going with it. And what we decided to do was to take her hair. She has naturally curly hair. And Sarah, when she came in, I was like, oh my gosh, she couldn't be more perfect. I saw her from the door walking in. And she just had this like look that was like I really couldn't figure out. I even had to ask her like what ethnicity was she, and to sort of blend those cultures. And she had this big beautiful curly hair on her own, but we know for photo shoots you have to really manipulate that hair to get shine and really make it your own, and I can't take credit for what her mama gave her. So what we decided to do was blow it out really, really smooth, and we used the new Paul Mitchell Invisible Wear products, and we used the memory shaper in order to get that nice and smooth so that we could set up our curls or set up the hair for what we needed it to do, which was little glassy curls. And so what we're looking for really is this texture here. And you can see as we worked from the back to the front, the curls got smaller, and all we did was just take smaller sections. So you take each section and you're going to split that in half, because the smaller, the more texture you're going to get and the more of like that fro-y type of look you're gonna get. So then we took the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Finishing Spray, and you're just making sure that you're really saturating through, and we're just smoothing it with our fingers. And then I'm gonna give that to Sydney, who's also from my salon. This is Sydney Shear, who's working with us today, who luckily in our Modern Salon Artist Session kit, we were lucky enough to get 2 of the Paul Mitchell Extra Small Curling Irons, which I believe are about 3/8 of an inch. And so what we're gonna do is we're working side by side, and so for continuity, we need to make sure our sections are the same and that we're twisting the same. And this just has a really small clip here. So you're gonna take that first initial section and wrap, but you're twisting it as you're wrapping. So you're getting a wrap and twist, so that top is going to be flat, and then we're just wrapping this around, and we're just bringing those ends through and making sure that we secure those ends down. You're only going to hold it on the iron for about 5 seconds, and then you should be able just to sort of slide it off. So then you get that nice buoyancy in that curl, but you can see the polish that it gets because we prepped the hair correctly and didn't work with it from a natural texture in order to get that nice glassy look that we're going to need for film, because obviously in film you see like tons of flyaways, and I don't want Roberto to have to do a immense amount of touch-up work, so I try to work as clean as I can to make things a little easier for Roberto.
Okay, so you're using a lot of tension, decent tension.
So really you're using a lot of tension. So you're really making sure that you pull that straight, and you can see I'm like just smoothing it out with my fingers as I go. And your tension needs to be pretty good. So again, just wrap and twist, wrap and twist, wrap and twist. And it's a lot of repetition, but you build that muscle memory as you go, and you as you get to like your 100,000th curl, you sort of just, your body remembers what it's doing, so it becomes less thoughtful, and you again slide that off, and again you're getting that nice shine with it, and that gives me the opportunity to kind of see where things are. And we're working much smaller as we get to the front. So I start in the back, and that way I get that muscle memory down. So as I get to the front, it's even more polished, because truthfully, a lot of the back isn't even going to be shown. It's going to be pushed forward to create the illusion that there's a lot more hair than there really is.
Thank goodness Sydney's here.
Yeah,
Sydney's here.
I know. Yeah.
Till midnight.
That's right. I would. For Sarah, I don't think would stick around with me till midnight. So.
What's the best thing you learned yesterday? Yesterday was day one is inspiration. We have speakers. What's the best thing you learned?
I think every speaker is good, and it's hard to say one speaker's better than another. What you take away from it is hard to say because you take something away from everybody. But I really liked Phil Does Hair. So I don't know his correct name. I know that's his Instagram name.
Philip Ring, but everyone knows Philip Ring, Phil Ring,
Does
Phil
Hair.
Does Hair. Phil Does Everything, apparently, is his second.
Yes. So I think I liked listening to him because for me, I am a salon owner, and he was talking about ways to create more traffic for clients. So, we have a lot of hairdressers that follow us. But hairdressers aren't coming in my salon to get their hair done. They are coming in applying for jobs, which is great. But for my staff, I need that frequency of visit to increase, and so the frequency of visit to my Instagram page to increase. And he gave us really, really great tips and tricks about how to create more traffic to your Instagram page. And we know, the way things are now, if you ain't got Instagram, you ain't got anything. So
Thank you so much for coming. I know this is like your 8th time, and we just love having you and always love seeing what you come up with. And thank you, Cindy, for coming, and thank you. All right, bye, guys.